welcome to another house building video. Today I'm building a modern Japanese apartment, and this was kind of a request. In my Japanese house building video, I gave the idea of building a modern Japanese apartment to see what you guys thought, and one of my subscribers, Bruna, she said that would be cool idea and she wanted to see that, so I decided to make one. And I did use the late night apartments, and this one, it's a loft one, so if you don't have a late night, it's kind of hard, I'm sorry, but yeah, I did use a late night apartment or loft. And this house, it is basically modern. It has very subtle touch of the Japanese culture, as well as subtle touch of the industrial style. So yeah, but it's very subtle, really, the industrial style. And yeah, it's basically a modern with some Japanese stuff around the place. And I did had a lot of trouble choosing where should I put in the stairs, and in the end I just go with regular stairs, not those curly ones. But yeah, and this house ends up having 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, 1 kitchen, and 1 living room and a dining room. But the dining room and the living room are all open space, and the kitchen kinda is as well, because it's separated by half walls. So yeah, I also added a lot of windows and changed the layout of this current loft and make the rooms bigger and all of that. So yeah, it's kind of a renovation really, but I think the changes are too big to be called a renovation. But yeah, those 2 rooms in the back with the silver balls are not usable. They are supposed to be the houses of your neighbors. They will just be like black when you are playing it. So yeah. And I did also added a little foundation, just really little foundation near the front door, because like I said in my Japanese house building video, they do have in Japan a little step near the front door when they leave their shoes, so they can keep their houses cleaner and all of that. So, and they don't have only in houses but in schools as well, so it just makes sense to add that again. I didn't make that foundation around in the entire house. I just made it in the hallway, just so I could have the space of the front door be lower than the hallway, so you can have that idea of leaving the shoes at the door. And I also added a little fake closet. You cannot really use it, but it looks like a closet near the front door, so again you can place your shoes or your coats and all of that stuff when you're getting inside the house or when you are going out. So yeah, and as you can see right now, the room behind this little closet will be the kitchen. And like I said, there's a half wall dividing that from the other space and some windows. I just liked the look of the glass and wanted the glass to be there. I will be using a lot of these circle rugs in the house. I will use them a lot indeed. And yeah, as you can see, I'm doing the kitchen now. I haven't tested yet if that oven is usable or not, because as you can see, I placed the oven inside the counter, and I'm not sure if it's usable or not. But when I upload this, I will test the house before, and I will just remove the counter if your Sims cannot cook there. But yeah, I just thought it would look more modern and look better overall if there's you can only see the top part of the oven. I'm not sure technically they should be able to cook, but they are probably not be able to open the door of the oven. So yeah, I'm going to test it, and then yeah, if it doesn't work, I will just remove the counter. You don't have to worry about it. But yeah, as you can see, I'm using a lot of silvers and probably a lot of colors that are more modern and a little bit industrial, to be honest. And I did use a little bit of yellow to have a pop of color. Just if it's only gray, it's not very fun. I think it's just a lot of neutral colors, so I did use yellow here and there, not too much, so it doesn't become overwhelming. And I also use it in the dining space, as you can see in the chairs, and I think I will use it in a vase that I will place on the top of the table. Yes, I did use that. And I also will use a little bit of yellow and gray in painting in the wall. These paintings right here, I will make them different colors. One will be yellow and the other one will be gray. And as you can see on the top floor of the dining space, I did use a gigantic lamp because there's no real room above that, so that lamp that occupies almost an entire wall can go down and just have a tall ceiling, and I think it looks good. And I will also use a little bit of yellow in the rug, but it's just a little bit. It's not overwhelming at all, I think. But yeah, just I don't know. I really like to make color schemes like with gray, making yellow and gray, or mint green and gray. I really like those color schemes together. They look really nice. I think a lot of colors, as long they are light colors, look really nice with the color gray. So yeah, I tend to do that sometimes, and here I did. The living space, it's not yellow, it's blue, because as you can see, I did make one of the walls having one of the walls has wood paneling, so I just wanted to make the couch a color of that could go with the wood paneling, the brown color. So I went with blue because I like how the color blue contrasts against the wood paneling and against the brown color. And here I was adding this little Chinese decoration, but you can't really take off the red color, so it wasn't working. But yeah, I'm not finished with the living room space. Yeah, I just was adding some things upstairs so I wouldn't forget. But yeah, and I also use a lot of those, I think they are called fans, ceiling fans, on the top floor. I just like how they looked. And yeah, I added the wood paneling through the entire wall and added that, I guess that's a sculpture, that black painting. You can see it right now, unfortunately, against the wood paneling, but it's on top of the stairs, and that is also one of the things that I think it's a bit industrial, but I like how it looks because the stairs itself are metal, so it just makes sense to have a metal structure there. I think it looks nice. And I'm putting a TV in this corner. I was going to do that huge TV from Showtime, but I didn't really have the space, and it's just too big to use it realistically, so I didn't. I will also add a coffee table, of course, and I think a rug, I'm not sure. But yeah, I really like this living space. I would like to live in this living space, actually. I don't know, the colors are something that I really can see myself live in, the brown and the blue. I just really like blue, so I don't know. And it's modern but not too modern, like the living room, like the dining room and the kitchen. So yeah, I really like it. I could see myself living in this kind of living room. Um, but yeah, and I'm just putting some tea objects or tea related objects in the dining table, um, and some fruit. And yeah, I'm going to add rugs like I said before, and I think they will be just regular gray color. I'm not sure, but I think they will be gray, just a darker gray. And the room in the left will be a bedroom. It's supposed to be, I guess it can work for a kid or a teenager or even an adult. It's basically room for a gamer, like a guy that's or a girl that really enjoys playing like video games, and maybe it's a programmer. I don't know. It just really like it's a very comics or video games fan room, I guess. But yeah, and this little space up here, it's just a reading corner with a little bit of a office feel. It will have a desk, and as you can see, it has a little bit of chair and just like a reading corner. And I did use that big curtain. I think it looks nice there against those windows. And yeah, it's just working space, I guess, and it's looking over the living room, and I like that. I really like the layout of this how is it called, loft. Yeah, I really like that. Lofts are pretty cool, I have to say. I'm not sure if I would like to live in one, but lofts are pretty cool. And yeah, here again I'm adding a little Japanese painting to make it feel more Japanese. And I will also make this bedroom feel Japanese with the use of I don't know, it's kind of like stones against those shelves. I will make like stones under the shelves, so it looks like the shelves are supported by the stones, and it kind of looks zen, I guess. And I will use, I think it's gray and mint green as a color scheme, if I'm not mistaken. I was going for red at first, but I was just not feeling it, so I ended up going with mint green and gray as a color scheme. And the room at the most left side, you cannot see it now, but that is supposed to be like a kawaii room full of just kawaii stuff. Honestly, just a lot of pinks and like warm colors and cute stuff all over the place. I would hate to have that bedroom, I'm going to be honest, but it looks really really cute. I just wouldn't like to have it. I would prefer to have this one. It just looks more peaceful, and I don't know, it looks more grown up as well. So yeah, and I did use those wall stickers that I'm using all the time. I just really like wall stickers, the ones that came with seasons. And then I added this little painting that looks like it's hanging from one of the branches from those tree stickers. Of course it isn't, but just like the look. And I did use one of these futuristic plants. I like how it looks, and I know it can look a little bit fake and it's not realistic, but I really liked how it looked because I could make the plants have the same color scheme that I was going after, which is the mint, well, green or mint blue, and I could not done that with a normal plant. So yeah, and as I said before, this one, it's a kawaii room, and I did use the wall stickers again because as you can see, I made the branch having pink flowers. And in Japan there's these beautiful trees that have pink flowers in it. It's very normal to see that there. So I just had to put the branch with little pink flowers. It makes sense. And my voice is kind of failing right now. Sorry about that. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. But yeah, as you can see, it's just a kawaii room full of pink and cute stuff overall. And I just really added a lot of stuff. As you can see, the desk has a bunny on it, and then or a bear, and the lamp, it's a bunny itself, and then the other lamp, the wall lamp, the little one next to the floor, it's a bunny as well, and this mirror, it's a bear, and then I don't know, it's just full of cute little stuff and warm and cute colors, and it's just a kawaii bedroom. That's how I think when I think of kawaii stuff. But it was kind of a challenge because I wasn't sure if I was doing it right or not, and I went to the internet, to Google, to search a bit more, and I don't know, I think I did well, I guess, and it just added a lot of stuff that looked really cute because that's what it's supposed to be, the kawaii style. It's just supposed to be cute, and I was trying to add those decorations on the wall, but they weren't working at all. I ended up going with this wolf light. I think this is a light actually, but it's a wolf in the moon, and I ended up going with that because again, it's kind of animated and it's cute with the colors that I chose. So yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but I added a little, even the stereo, it's kind of like a cat stereo, so it's just cuteness overwhelming, I guess. It's just, yeah. And I did added this watermelon seating, and it's just a lot of cute things overall. I'm not sure if I overdid it or not, but it is supposed to be like a lot of things that are cute and warm colors and a lot of pink together when you think about kawaii style. So yeah, I hope I did it well. Maybe I overdid it, or maybe I didn't did it enough. I don't know. Let me know please in the comments. And yeah, right now I'm doing the last room, I think, which is the bathroom, and it's very basic, and yeah, I just added a shower and a bathtub, so you can have two ways of having a nice shower. And I did add a little counters there, not little, normal size counters, and added those small lights. They are supposed to be candles, and yeah, I went with the mint green again. It kind of matches the bedroom in the right. So yeah, oh, it's not the last bedroom, I still have to do this one, I forgot, and I still have to do the balcony outside. I was going to use the future into the future grass that allows you to put in inside houses, and I was going to use that on the balcony because one of my subscribers told me that could be cool, and I was going to, but I didn't have enough space to actually do a proper garden on the balcony, so I decided not to do it. But I still had it a little plants here and there in the balcony, but they are in vases, not in the grass, so sorry about that. But like I said before, this room here, it's for a gamer or comics fan or manga fan, whatever. I actually would prefer to have this bedroom over the kawaii bedroom, to be honest, because first I would have a better PC because the other one has a laptop. So yeah. Then I would have a PlayStation because this bedroom has a PlayStation, and it has a TV, and it has a stereo. The other one has a stereo as well, but doesn't have all these cool records there. So yeah, this one looks like it can put in more cool music. So yeah, and overall it just looks more cool to be in, because I don't know, I'm not really a person who likes cute stuff. I mean, I like cute stuff, but I don't really wear or have cute stuff overall, or I just don't use it too much, I guess. So yeah, and as you can see right now, I'm doing the balcony, and like I said, I did use some plants, but they are in vases and they will be in that little corner, and I will make put in that little waterfall decoration near those plants like I did, and this hot tub and some just lounge chairs, and so you can have a little relaxed space outside. And I will oh, and I will make this fake garden place. I didn't use the Into the Future grass, I just used regular carpet, and I did put in the oven from the store that allows you to do Japanese food, and a little cat can live here because I had it stuff for cats, or it can be a dog, whatever. But yeah, we are in the screenshots. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have all an amazing day and an amazing week, and yeah, bye.